WWF.
It has been quite a while since the devastating events of Allen that I think, honestly, we all probably needed it. That was a lot to go through emotionally.
I was out at a dinner when I got the results of the world title match. I have spent the last 2 weeks locked in a shed behind my house, a shed that used to house my horse wife.
You didn't let her stick in the house, Burge. You didn't grant her that one last bit of human decency.
How am I supposed to keep a horse wife in a house?
Well, you know, answers to other questions will probably be happening. Not that one, but our new champion. It feels gross to even say it, my friends, but our new champion, Mr. Clean, will be making his first appearance as HHWF Men's Champion here shortly.
You know, it does feel gross, and it's odd that that's the opposite of what Mr. Clean wants. He wants everything to not be gross. He views the AHHWF universe as gross, and he wants to clean it up, wants to make a nice sparkly thing. And well, I've heard that he's been already making some changes around here.
I don't like that idea. I think the less influence this man has over anything in our precious company, the better we'll all be. Also, the man has nothing of irony, because if he wants to make things not gross, then he shouldn't make me have to say the HHWF Men's Champion, Mr. Clean. Because that's fucking nasty. I hate it.
Yeah.
I would rather live in a dirty, happy world than a sick and fucked up, clean world.
And there he is. Unfortunately, I wish he were not. Is he, did he not
What are
even...
you so mad about?
He not even bother to bring the new championship out? He just won it. Was he not proud?
Where's that belt at?
And addressing the AHHWF universe, calling them disgusting human beings, and saying that they're lucky to have somebody like Mr. Clean as champion. And no, he did not bring the championship out to the belt, or he didn't bring the belt out to the ring. There's a lot of different terms in wrestling.
It's true.
He didn't bring it out. It is now, he got a nice, new, beautiful championship belt.
He did what?
Apparently. And it is under a, it is in a vacuum-sealed case where it will never get dirty.
Hold on. That is not what our championship, that's not how our championship is meant to be handled. You can't just go changing it. We hired a belt designer and we got advice from the champion Weird Al. You can't just go make another one.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess Mr. Clean might know his own belt designer. I don't know.
God. Well, Mr. Clean saying that this is just the start of what's going to be a great transformation around here. He knows that wrestling fans are hygieneless losers whose parents never made them clean up for themselves. And he's going to be that influence here in our lives. He's going to be the one that makes us change up our habits, change up our spaces, and he's going to clean this whole place up. But luckily, a real champion is showing up to dispute this, which thank God, because I for one like it messy here. I don't want to pick up. The elementary school gymatorium has a lot of trash, and I frankly am more okay with just leaving some of them.
I personally enjoyed it when Weird Al was champion because, you know, every time I came into work, there'd be bear claws sitting out there ready for me to enjoy.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean did not provide such treats.
Yeah, to avoid crumbs. It's never going to happen again. Weird Al expressing how disappointed he was to come as close as he was to holding the championship he's so proud of for a whole year, and in front of all those fans at a pay-per-view named after him in his hometown, losing it. But what was worse than that was Mr. Clean walking around in the past few weeks talking about how he beat Weird Al and took his belt, but Al wasn't even in the ring when Mr. Clean won. And Weird Al raised a good question: how can you really say that you beat me when I wasn't in the ring?
Yeah, a sad thing when Weird Al's long title reign is ended by not even getting pinned. Not even being involved in the finish of the match.
Yeah, Mr. Clean taking a little bit of an interesting route here, saying, well, maybe if you hadn't cheap shot in your own friend, then you could have had eyes out for me and that wouldn't happen. Which, you know, fair.
Definitely a good point. Weird Al pointing out, though, that it was a triple threat match. That means there are no DQs. And therefore, just like in the history of all the great Shaggy matches, anything goes.
Yep. And Al also pointing out that he and Trunks are friends, and while Trunks may have taken issue with the strategy, he knows that Trunks and Weird Al always want to compete at their top level. Mr. Clean saying, you don't know what the top level looks like, Al. I came in this company my first night, knocked your ass out with a clean clock punch. Then I talked shit about you for weeks, embarrassed you and your friend, and then in your hometown, beat you and took your belt before you could reach your milestone. You don't know what the top level even is.
Weird Al taking his time with his response.
Yeah. You know, I like Weird Al has poise and patience. It's something
very
I like about
measured,
him.
you know.
Weird Al saying that, you know, we're already out here talking about a lot, and they're all going to become relevant again here in just a minute. Because first of all, Trunks, Weird Al feels a little bit bad about how that whole thing went down. He's going to make sure that he makes it up to Trunks. Clean confused.
How will you make it up to Trunks?
Yeah. How are you going to make it up to your dirty masses that you let down for the final time? Because I'm not going to let you stay in this company much longer. I'm cleaning this place up, and it doesn't just start with the belt and the floors. That means you too. Clean and insinuating he's going to get Weird Al out of HHW as a whole. Weird Al again taking a moment and letting him know, you know, Trunks is going to get another shot at the HHWF Men's Championship, like he deserves. But so am I. And because you want to win matches when the champion isn't in the ring, I'm going to take away that option for you. I already got permission from Frazier. We're going to have a steel cage match. The three of us rematch one more time for that title inside a steel cage. And also, Mr. Clean, Weird Al is letting us know, to make up for the last few shows, HSWF. Oh, fuck! Mr.
Al
Clean
just staring down that
cutting
cheap
him
shot.
off, but wow.
We might not need to wait for this rematch.
Yeah. What was Al gonna say, Ben, before Mr. Clean clocked him with that? Mr. Clean's so upset about the announcement of this cage match that he didn't want to wait for whatever else bad news Al had in store for him. But these two are going at it. These two, they might hate each other more than anyone else on the roster.
Boxing the ears there,
Yep.
Weird Al.
And put him in the walls of no. Oh God. Draping the throat of Mr. Clean against that bottom rope. Oh no, Clean fighting back with a European uppercut. This is getting out of hand quickly. Oh no, giving Al a taste of his own medicine with the ropes. That headbutt was vicious.
Yeah. Well, that is a very, very hard head that Mr. Clean has.
That's true. This is unusual tactics for an impromptu brawl, but Al's not off that guy, and he lays out Clean with a clothesline.
And I'm with you, Hobbs. There's Brian. There we go.
Brian's in. We got this.
Oh, shoving Brian aside. Weird Al and Mr. Clean ready to go at each other. And I'm getting word right now from our GM, Fraser Crane, that since these two can't wait to fight each other, this rematch, this steel cage triple threat rematch, is next week.
Oh my God, Ben, Burge, can you believe that we get to see the
My
next...
name's just Ben.
What? I'm addressing our fellow commentator, Burge. We get to see a triple threat rematch from last big show, this time in a steel cage next week.
And I hope they wipe the floor with Clean's ugly face.
I agree. Speaking of ugly faces...
A dirty floor.
Well, that's just kind of how elementary school gymatorium floors are. There's not really
There's a
any
lot of germs, honestly. Mr. Clean picked the wrong company to try to clean up.
He's gonna get us moved to, like, I don't know, a fucking, like What's a clean place? I don't even know. Anyway, Goku versus
Salt Lake City.
Front lobby of the CDC.
That's the new arena. Anyway, this was an interesting rumblings in the locker room lately. We haven't seen either of these two Saiyan mainstays in the company in a while, but the word is that Goku's looking at the situation that, look, Vegeta, you lost your title, you had a nice tag team, you were the champions with your son, but your son moved on to like become like a main eventer, so like we're not really doing anything, especially not you, which upset Vegeta, and Goku said, why don't we team up again? And Vegeta said that he would consider it if he got to fight Kakarot one more time, because you know that's always what he's looking for. And you know, Goku's always down as well, so that's what's going to happen here tonight. Regardless of outcome, win, lose, or draw, Vegeta has given Goku his word that because this match is taking place, they're going to become a new tag team here. So it'll be interesting to see two things. One, how they shake up our tag division, and also if it happens at all, because Vegeta is of questionable morals, and you don't really know how much to take him for his word. Goku looking hyped. Goku ready to compete. Also looks like maybe he has some tooth pain. I'm not sure if Goku
seems to be going towards his mouth a lot.
I don't know if Goku's smart enough to know we provide dental benefits. I don't know if Goku knows how to take care of any of that. And here comes the challenger, the former HHWF Men's Champion. I feel like we forget that sometimes how long Weird Al's run was. The only the third competitor in the entire company to have held that belt, besides Weird Al and Mr. Clean, who we just saw in that pull-apart brawl, is Vegeta.
Yeah.
Vegeta looking a little bit like Quentin Tarantino lately. Maybe different diet, maybe face is slimming down a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. I just calls them like I see them.
I'm gonna say it's the hairline.
It could be the hair as well, yeah. But one thing's for sure, Vegeta looks, God, just
not happy.
I'm not happy either. But you know, it's not about a competitor's face. I'm just not happy. Yeah, it's not about how they look. It's
Vegeta's entrance music too.
It's
really something else.
Yeah, I think it's befitting.
I don't know if Goku's gonna want to come out to that as a team.
Yeah, that's true. They might have to figure something else out. A fan in the crowd claiming that their entrance was better. Listen, you smart, go home. You didn't have an entrance. You have a replica title belt. You didn't win anything. All right, here we go. We're off. First match of the night. Vegeta planning Goku with a DDT, wanting to just try to beat Kakarot as soon as possible, which isn't just what he does.
That is a good strategy. Just try to beat your opponent.
Vegeta is fond of winning matches. The rumor come out, I'm getting word.
Too bad all he's really done since joining AHHWF is lose championships.
Well, but like he held the tag titles for a while.
That is true.
Yeah.
Losing those to Love Tide.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe.
Yep. It's actually maybe fitting that the only people that beat Vegeta go on to have incredibly long title runs. So it's not like it's like the cream of the crop to beat Vegeta.
Yeah, I guess that is true when you think about it. That Vegeta has lost to some of our best wrestlers in the company.
Yeah.
So.
Ben, was the last time we saw Vegeta the humiliating defeat on his part where he missed a clothesline to stop Al from submitting Chuck E. Cheese? I don't know if we've seen Vegeta since then. It might have taken a long time to mentally recover from that one. He's a prideful guy.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's been away training. You know, really making sure that when he does return to the ring, that he is ready for a fight. And so that's why the first person back that he wanted to take on was Kakarot, as he calls him.
Honestly, Ben, it looks like he is ready for that fight. He's been giving it to Goku so far. Burge, who you got? You're a judge. What do you got?
How do you judge this?
How do you judge this?
Judging by how things have gone so far, I'm going with
Vegeta
in this one.
You're going Vegeta.
I think he's made good use of that time away.
Ooh, big double stomp.
Regardless of that big double stomp, I think Vegeta's going to force one out.
What do you think, Ben?
Well, I always like rooting for Goku personally, but I guess the fun thing about watching this match and watching these two really take it to each other is that we get to see how they are when they work together here in the future. Like, once this match is over, Vegeta says that they're going to team up and they're going to go after those tag titles.
Yeah, honestly, like, we, the fans, that I'm including us as fans, we enjoy watching the product and commentate on it. We all win, no matter what happens here, because we get to see them compete against each other and together.
Well, yeah, so Vegeta, obviously previous tag team champion with his son Trunks. And now that Trunks is involved in the main event picture, Vegeta looking for a new partner to go after those belts with, and Goku, looking to get his first championship here in HHWF. Been trying to go for that HHWF Men's Championship for a while with not a lot of success.
Yeah, it never quite materialized for him. Also, I never waited on who's going to win. You're both fools. Vegeta's going to win because he has armor. And anytime you can go into a wrestling match with armor on, you're at an advantage.
You're not wrong.
That is how the Shield was so dominant.
That's true. Vegeta setting him up for something here. Oh, big go to Planet Vegeta. Oh my God.
Jesus.
That's a 3 count.
That just might be. Oh no, you never want to.
Come on, Vegeta.
You never want to bet against Goku on the ability to survive even the most devastating of attacks. It takes a lot to take him out. Big kicks to the face though. Vegeta, wow. Yeah, Goku can give it back. I was just gonna say, I know Vegeta loves nothing more than hitting Goku in his stupid face, but that's some payback hitting Vegeta in his stupid Tarantino face.
Yeah, quick combination there. Jumping over the top rope, going up top.
Brian trying desperately to stay out of the way.
Vegeta stirring.
Look up top. Oh, Vegeta had that scouted. What is happening here? What the? Instant transmission! Instant transmission! That's a vanish attack! What the fuck? And a big
What the hell was that?
Holy shit!
Goku was ready.
I thought that was it.
Holy
shit!
Oh my God!
And Goku taunting Vegeta with half of the fusion dance, demonstrating you're gonna be my partner whether you like it or not, friend. The big clothesline in the corner.
It's a flying
air Kakarot. Look at the athleticism and energy of Goku.
Goku just went to a whole other gear.
What is this?
Let's see here.
Goku just showing off now. This is, if anyone's ever tracked these two's career, this is emblematic of the relationship between Goku and Vegeta.
How after that are they supposed to team up?
I don't know. That is Vegeta's worst nightmare, is getting embarrassed like that on a main stage, and then having to go out and hold hands and say Kumbaya and go try to become the Movie Club Tag Team Champions. He hit him with his best shot and a half there. Big knee to the face of the Fireman's Carry, come off the ropes, big kick to the face. We thought he might have had it
right there.
Yeah, and turns out Goku had like 5 more minutes of embarrassing ass whooping left in the tank after that, including busting out an instant transmission for the first time in this wrestling company.
Yeah, Goku, the thing we forget, Vegeta's been away training, Goku's been away training too.
Goku's always training. Yep, the two of them, Vegeta's never going to be able to get ahead of Goku because anytime he's training diligently, Goku is too, or eating, but like one of the two.
Well, they go hand in hand.
They do. You gotta eat when you train, it's true. Sorry, I'm catching up in the chat. Wow, that said, Mr. Clean, if he loses, will have to clean the latest set of The Walking Dead with his tongue. Which is an incredible stipulation I wish we could make real. If I had the power, Tops, I would make that happen. Goku real happy. He not only like got to fight, have a challenging fight like he loves, and then won. And then from now on gets to be a tag team with his best bud Vegeta and go after some gold.
Yeah. Also, he's got to be happy not to have the same hairline as Vegeta.
That's true.
Yeah, the question is, can Goku and Vegeta, can they topple Love Type?
That's going to be a really interesting question to have answered, and it's going to be a really interesting matchup, too. I would love to see Vegeta and Goku go up against Love Type. And look who we got here. Beast, who we saw back in action for the first time in the new season at All-In. Well, not kind of in action.
Kind of. They were there. Maybe not their best showing.
Yeah. I think our viewers are wondering if maybe Beast has gotten a little bit mentally rattled by the submission loss to Crash last year, because Beast came out. We were used to Beast being a very imposing physical figure, and Beast ran out to attack Big Dog after the match with Big Buff Kitty, and Big Dog laid the smackdown on the Beast, which I assume is what we're going to hear about here in a minute.
Lights dim.
Those eyes
are real scary.
Yeah.
And it turns out the Beast, the first person the Beast is mentioning is actually not the Big Dog, but Fraser Crane, our GM. If you'll remember, the Beast was Fraser's kind of chosen one for a while in Fraser's war against Crash, and Beast is kind of upset that he seems to have lost some of that goodwill.
Yeah, one of the best chosen one storylines since The Matrix.
Beast upset with Fraser for what he's describing as publicly embarrassing him at All-In by having this talent show, basically looking for a new Titan to challenge Crash and Fraser's other enemies. Beast saying that could still be him and should still be him. Fraser was bogus by putting in a Big Buff Kitty and a Big Dog to take his spot. So Beast is saying, look, Fraser, I know I fucked up last time. I know I lost to Crash, but we are 1-1. And if you allow me the pleasure of fighting Crash for you again, I will not let you down. You don't need to look any further for a Titan. You can cancel this whole silly showcase, send all the other guys back to OVW, and I will do this. But, you know, Fraser sometimes pops up in our ears to give us updates on things. Fraser watches the show like a hawk. Fraser's not really saying anything. I think Fraser's ignored. I think Beast's cries are falling on deaf ears, except the ears that can pick up very high frequencies.
Now
it looks like...
This is who I tune in every week for.
Is it?
I love the Big Dog.
You love the Big Dog. It's true. The Big Dog is a lovable new competitor here, a lovable scamp.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah, pretty good boy. Impressive in the ring against Big Buff Kitty last time. Impeccable tattoo work.
Amazing.
Nice neckline. And the Big Dog punking out the Beast by saying, I thought I told you never to come here. Throwing his own line back at him to rub it in that Beast tried to interfere on Big Dog's victory celebration, and Big Dog humiliated him. Punched him in the face a bunch of times and threw his ass out. Gave him a Superman punch and a spear. Laid Beast, left him laying. I don't know if you've ever seen someone take it to the Beast like the Big Dog did, but
well, yeah, and we're so used to the Beast being this, you know, giant presence, but we look at the Beast next to the Big Dog, and well, I mean, it's almost shocking.
Yeah, wow, that's a big dog.
I mean, see, the name does not lie.
He is a big dog and a good boy.
A big dog and a good boy. And,
a big good boy.
Big Dog telling Beast that, you know, maybe your time's over. Like, you had a phenomenal year, and I won't take that away from you in 2018. But Crash made you tap out, and we're not scared of you anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
saying this is my yard now.
Oh, that's gotta look at Beast's face. He's so upset. Beast is, I think, going a little unhinged here. He's lost, at this point, Beast has lost everything. He lost to Crash, he lost his intimidation factor in the locker room. I heard that a big-headed old man was making fun of the Beast earlier backstage. And then also he's lost the favor of Frazier Crane. So Beast is getting a little desperate here, desperate and lost. Big Dog saying, look, here's your chance. Never mess with me again, and I'll let this slide. But the Titan Showcase is going to continue. I'm going to win it, and I'm going to be Frazier's chosen champion. So please take your whack little suit and your whack little horns, and please leave. It does not look like Beast is going to be leaving.
Yeah.
Beast saying, look, I can still go, I can still do this, I'm not old, I'm still scary, and if you want to find out, you can be the first in 2019 to find out that the Beast can still go.
Big Dog saying, I chew on horns like yours for breakfast. And if you want to fight again, you want to get embarrassed in front of all these people as if you didn't get embarrassed in front of enough people in Albuquerque, New Mexico, well then I'll take you out here in front of this crowd in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah, and Big Dog is doing a favor to all the fans in Des Moines. They're gonna give them some action. We're gonna get to see these two go at it here tonight real shortly.
He's whispering something. He's very close.
Yeah, the intense whisper. I really wish that he would speak into the microphone because I want to know what he's saying to Big Dog. But you know, yeah, like maybe this is part of the thing here, is that Beast has maybe lost some of the public speaking ability as well.
I think Beast is trying to find the same frequency that a dog whistle performs at.
Yeah. The Beast is saying, I'm going to beat you, and then Frazier will have no choice but to reinstate me as his title.
And so, I guess up next, we're going to have a match. Beast, Big Dog.
And you know, our friends in the truck there just threw up a graphic saying that they thought the Beast won that promo interaction. I don't know if I agree. Big Dog was roasting the shit out of the Beast.
Yeah, I'm not one to agree on that either.
Mostly just whispered. Although maybe in the truck they know what was whispered.
Yeah,
maybe they know something we don't.
They heard some real personal shit that gets whispered to Big Dog.
So yeah, we're gonna find out tonight. So it was one thing. We did get a taste of what happens when these two collide at All-In, with Big Dog absolutely wrecking the Beast shit. But I will give the Beast credit. I will also, like, we can't just instantly take away everything we saw last year. The Beast is an incredibly fearsome competitor. So let's give the benefit of the doubt and see what happens with an actual match, and not a big cluster at the end of another match.
Yeah.
Maybe like ring the bell, we're standing across the ring from each other, maybe Beast will be able to put up a better effort against the Big Dog. We're going to find out right now. Poor Brian signaling for the timekeeper. See, alright, that's a good start for the Beast in his first official match back in the company. And Big Dog digging it right back. Here, oh my god, he's making the Beast look like a small child.
Yeah, he's trying to get a hold of the Big Dog, but continuing to just escape everything.
Beast just looks shooken up. You see when he took that uppercut and fell against the ropes, his mouth was like, whoop, like he looked surprised. Like,
I'm pretty shocked about him with a 7'4" dog.
Beast putting the boots to that Big Dog. And now just chugging him across the face. Brian's got to check and see if that's legal. Big Dog forcing his way out of it. The good boy applying a big old neck breaker.
Such a good boy standing at 7'6".
Big Dog is fired up. Less than a 1 count. He's still in this. Alright, it's time for the time-honored game of who you got.
I mean, of course, I'm
Whoa.
a big dog.
Nice big counter there.
Yeah, it's not that Beast has...
He just slammed the big dog.
Yeah, it's not that Beast hasn't got some great shots in here and shown some that there's still some in-ring ability, but I'm going with the big dog here too.
Damn.
I can't bet against him.
I never believed Frazier when he said that Beast was the one. The one is the big dog.
Well, just to be different, I'm gonna also go with the big dog. And there's a big super dog punch. That could be it.
God damn it, Beast, just stay
A
down.
1.76 count, I think.
I just learned something from one of the smarks in the chat. They must be reading the dirt sheets that I'm not privy to. Guys, did you know the big dog is the Big Show's dog? That is a really fun fact. I'm glad we know that and now can talk about that on commentary.
I always thought that it was Diesel's dog.
Look at the headbutt in the oh my god! Look at what Big Dog has done to the Beast.
Bad boy!
Oh! Oh, the Big Dog humiliating the Beast.
Oh, Wild Hops, that's a confusion I can totally understand. Hops, wow. The Big Dog made short fucking work of the Beast.
Never bet against the big dog.
I guess it is his yard.
I think at this point it is unmistakably his yard. He turned the Beast into a corpse for a solid 30 seconds.
The Beast needs to start going and doing some of that training that Goku was doing.
Yeah.
If you try and fuck on the big dog, he will shit in your shoes.
There was some nice action in that match. And admittedly some moments where Beast was pretty impressive. Ducking under the big flying clothesline the big dog likes to use, twisting it into a big scoop slam with an opponent that big was impressive. Also, at one point, the big dog hit the ropes, came off and toward him, and Beast knocked him flat with a shoulder tackle. I thought for a minute that this would be a more competitive matchup, but then Big Dog just fucking let loose. Just let him have it. This poor old sap from 2018, leaving his ass in the old year. New year, new dog. This is clearly someone we're going to be watching out for, and it's interesting because we're all big fans of the Big Dog as an athlete here, but the Big Dog has been very clear that like he just wants to be Frazier's lapdog, for lack of a better term, and like Frazier's done some questionable things before. So like Big Dog might not be the nicest person on the roster. We don't know what he has in store yet. It's gonna depend
But he's such a big, cute boy.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of not the nicest person on the roster.
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Speaking of someone who's not a good boy.
I've done a bad job of the time-honored tradition of the commentators staying out of the moral evaluation of the.
We're well past that.
The Big Dog is going back to ask Shaggy for a Scooby snack, and we are unfortunately going forward into the new era where, friends, Wario is the HHWF losing big hardcore champion. If you did not see Al in, you missed quite possibly the darkest moment in this company's history. Wario publicly humiliated and then defeated everyone's favorite hardcore superstar, the Scooby Snack himself, Shurgi.
Yeah, and I know we like to have a lot of fun here, and it's usually a really fun occasion when we get together for big shows like that, but sometimes things just don't go the way you planned it,
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care that Shurgi lost his title.
What the fuck? Get out of here! You're the alright. You know what? We're gonna push your chair further away.
And Wario coming out and saying, And no one believes in me except for the smartest commentator, Judge Burge.
Oh, way to suck.
I'm not even trying to condone Wario's actions.
You're a fucking kiss ass, Judge Burge.
This is words are being put in my mouth.
You're a champion front runner.
I feel like these fake news sites are spreading lies about me.
Wario's out here on his first night as hardcore champion, gloating, saying he's the new hardcore champion and he beat your favorite wrestler with his ass. Now that's just uncalled for. Our fans are hurting, and honestly, so am I.
Yeah.
And to come out and to put it in those terms, those crude, cruel terms, that's just like Wario.
Yeah, saying that Shaggy was nothing but a gimmick. He couldn't beat me in a one-on-one match. I beat him fair and square, and I'm ready to show any challenger that I am ready to take them on in a hardcore match, in a regular match, whatever they want. I am going to be the greatest hardcore champion of all time. You'll be saying Shurgy who by next week.
And who is this coming out to answer Wario's questionable comments? I mean, it says Batman, but like, I mean, I'm expressing confusion as to like what Batman's doing out here, because like, this is the first time we've seen Batman since the over-the-top rope battle royal for number one contendership that Trash Man ended up winning.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't usually interject himself in the comings and goings of the superstars around here, so this is interesting.
And what does this man with a strong chin have to say, Chris?
The crowd is real into Batman, and Batman coming in to let everyone know that there was a sleeping gas missing from his utility belt the night of All In. And when he watched the Hardcore Championship match, he deduced that Wario stole it. He is the greatest detective. He's deduced that Wario stole it and hid it in his pants, and that's what he used to defeat Shaggy. So after all that talk about Shaggy cheating and Wario trying to like plant the seeds of doubts that Shaggy couldn't win without cheating, Wario won by cheating.
So you're telling me that Wario hid a vial of that sleeping gas in his back pocket, and when he did that butt bomb on Shaggy, that was what broke it?
That's Batman's theory.
Knocked Shaggy out?
That is Batman's theory, and I don't question Batman's theories. That's a smart.
I mean, the world's greatest detective.
Yeah. I think if Batman comes out here with this kind of accusation, he's never done this before. There's been a lot of controversy in this company. Batman's never interjected himself. This is serious.
Look, as a law expert, while there is no evidence, I 100% believe Batman's story.
Yeah. I think he'd be hard-pressed not to, with the goodwill he's built up in his career. Wario's saying, I didn't touch your stupid toys, you can't prove it, and also, where's your cape? Real superheroes have capes. So Wario, again, trying to take the psychological warfare route that he did with Shaggy. This is Wario's MO we're coming to discover. But,
Batman is afraid of bats, not large, hairy Italian men.
Yeah, he actually has a pretty good track record against large hairy men that try to fuck with him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Batman saying that Wario is no more than a common street thug, and Batman beats at least 30 of those a day.
Batman also saying that he's got great news for the HSWF fans. Now that the truth has been revealed, he took it straight to Fraser Crane. And Crane announced that next week on this big show we're getting with the steel cage match happening, Shaggy's getting his rematch. Because of the controversy involved here with the cheating, Shaggy's getting a rematch, and this time it's going to be hardcore rules the way the title should have been defended originally.
Yeah, so Shaggy, kind of back in that home field advantage, if you will,
Yeah.
No one is better in hardcore matches than Shaggy.
Absolutely. And there's no way Wario would have won that match without the pretense of it being a match with no outside weapons or objects, and then bringing in Batman's sleeping gas.
Interesting thing, does the sleeping gas count as a outside object in in a hardcore title match.
That's actually a great point, Ben. Is that unfortunately this is great news. I'm happy to hear that what it looked like happened to Shaggy did not happen, and there was some nefarious going on, and that we're gonna get a rematch. But the downside of that is that Wario's the hardcore champion, and in a hardcore match, he can use whatever he wants. I mean, he had to steal it from Batman again, which is probably Batman's probably learned his lesson now.
Yeah, no, leave the utility belt laying around.
Right, but if Wario could get his hands on something like that, he could use it again against Shaggy. Wario's saying, look, Batman, since you had to come out here and get involved in my business, I'll fight Shaggy, that's fine. I can beat him again, I know it. But first I'm gonna beat you, you parentless fuck. And I can't believe what we're hearing from our hardcore champion.
Christ.
Our hardcore champion is indeed hardcore, and not in any lazy respect.
He's hardcore.
And you know what? I would not want to get into a ring with Batman after saying that to him.
But he's gonna, because right after this, we're gonna have Wario versus Batman. The hardcore champion versus the man who unveiled how he won it. The HHWF's whistleblower. Oh, and that's interesting. Wario, I mean, that is I forgot that this is the tradition with the whole thing that's going on with Wario and Shaggy, but like when you're the hardcore champion, like every match you have, like hardcore rules.
Yeah. So that's another thing. You're getting in here with Batman. Hardcore rules. I don't know if Wario thought this one all the way through.
I mean, I almost wanted to I just wanted to take a dig at Wario and say he doesn't think anything through. I need to be unbiased and say Wario actually has thought all of this through. Wario basically every week since he's been here has had a master plan that's really paid off for him, to be honest. But tonight might be the start of that plan falling apart. Because Batman came off hot, like you said. Oh, big flipping close-up from Wario though. But our champion, again, if I have to keep paying reluctant comments, our champion can move surprisingly well for his size.
Well, I think it's got something to do with that, waist belt that he has on, kind of holds in everything, gives him a strong core.
Look at that!
I think it has something to do with the elf boots.
The elf boots might help. And I'm telling you that as a former wrestler myself, a springboard crossbody can take a lot out of you, but when someone the size of Wario hits you with it, it makes sense that Batman is up on the ropes. That's going to be hard for Batman to come back from. Even with as much fighting experience as he's racked up over the years in Gotham City and Canada.
Also, I'm not going to talk about Wario's cat eyes.
Wario does have the eyes of pure evil. Wait, what just happened there?
I asked Wario about his eyes once, and he just said, "All the better to see you with, my dear."
Oh God!
Hold on, my esteemed colleagues. Batman just threw 2 knees to the midsection of Wario, but both times recoiled in pain. Is Wario have something else like up his sleeve? Is he wearing something under the shirt as a foreign object to hide? And now he's just taunting him.
You sick fuck!
I wouldn't doubt it at all.
You know, Batman is known for the person that's always like planning ahead, always prepared, always has like an exit strategy. It kind of seems like Wario has those attributes too. Batman going to attack him in the corner. Wario not there. Big enziguri from the hardcore champion. And just taunting him as he rolls out. The fans are letting Wario know how displeased they are with their hardcore representative. And a big punch knocking Batman to the floor. The Cape Crusader is having a hard time with the hardcore champion here tonight.
What do you think Referee Bryan's thinking in one of these matches? Like really just there to count the pin.
Yeah, you think he feels like useless? Do you think he like questions why he's here?
Yes.
But Batman going into the ring, finding something here.
The first plunder of the hardcore match. Batman has a sledgehammer, and that's going to be enough to undo whatever secret advantage Wario had under that shirt. Whoa, what just happened there?
The ducking, or I guess not even ducking, but jumping over some sort of Wario move and then doing a double stop on the back there. Impressive maneuver for Batman.
It looked like it might be even a step more impressive than that. It looked like Wario threw some kind of punch or clothesline. Batman jumped over it and then stomped on the arm that Wario was trying to swing with. That was a hell of a maneuver. Wario blocking the kick, attacking the knee, and another one of those big flipping clothesline, this time on the floor. That added impact of landing on those mats on the outside of the gymatorium floor.
Wario catching a punch.
And disrespecting Batman with a slap to the side of the cowl. Batman's giving it back. A master of many a martial art is Batman. Look at those kicks. The well-trained feet of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Definitely putting those educated feet to good use.
Do you think his feet went to a good school?
I think they went to an Ivy League school, Burge. Much like you did when you got your judge degree.
Thank you for pointing that out. It is important for our fans to know.
Yeah. You have it like sitting framed at the commentary table. It's your version of JR's cowboy hat.
Yep.
You wear it on your head.
I do wear it on my head.
Wario.
I got it.
Oh, that window. The devastating, dangerous butt of Wario that last time was used as a way to unleash and open up the sleeping agent. Dancing over the form of Batman. There's been some moments where Batman was fighting back, but I think for the most part this match has been all Wario.
You were saying?
Right as I say that, Batman taking back some control. And then, right as I say that, Wario takes back some control. You know, yeah.
You know, there's just the good rule when you're on commentary is if you want somebody to do well, say they're not.
Chris Hutton is not doing very well.
That sucks. Judge Burge is doing fucking great.
Oh no, Burge!
No!
Batman again. All knees and elbows. Wow. But look at what's taken. This match has taken out of him so far. The energy's low. The heart is willing, but the flesh is weak. Wow.
Big spinning kick.
Is that it for Wario?
It was it for Vegeta earlier tonight. But nope. Wario's made of tougher stuff.
Do you really believe that? That Wario's made of tougher stuff than Vegeta?
Not in the least. But like, you know, in this very one instance, like maybe. Although I guess a kick like that from Goku would like destroy your head, whereas Batman would just like regular hurt. So that makes sense. It's not really about Wario.
Batman trains a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, look at those muscles.
That's true, and delivering another big kick to the head, so we're gonna find out how much of that Wario can really withstand.
Batman just staring down Wario.
I think Batman is really lost in thought.
Yeah, Wario's hurting now.
And Batman not wanting to hit somebody while they're down.
I gotta say, I am a big fan of Batman's offense here tonight. This is some exciting stuff to watch. I'm also really enjoying watching Wario lay sad face down on the mat for long extended amounts of time.
Kind of makes you feel a little better about Shaggy.
Yeah, it is a little bit cathartic. And speaking of that, imagine the catharsis next week watching Shaggy get a hardcore rematch of that title. Yet another kick to the head, not enough though. Taylor in the chat pointing out that Batman's gonna put a smile on Wario's face. Uh-oh.
Wrong character there, Taylor.
Oh damn, shades of Batman himself. Page out of his book. Uh-oh. Here it comes. That could be it. The Dark Knight. This could be another Dark Knight in HHWF.
Clever wordplay there.
Thanks. It happens occasionally.
Batman getting thrown into the corner here. Oh no. Oh no, this is how Shaggy lost.
No, not his favorite pose.
The same dreaded technique from Alan. The move that will live in infamy. And can Batman survive what Shaggy couldn't? We honestly don't even know if there's still remnants of sleeping gas in there. And there might have been, because Wario wins again.
Oh.
What a sick human being.
I hate watching Wario win matches.
I do too. Especially, you know, we just watched someone stand up. No one asked Batman to do that. When Batman realized what happened, you know, he could have just kept it to himself or, like, moved on with his life, but he came out and he let all of us know that Shaggy was wrong, and Batman helped get Shaggy a rematch. And then to see Batman punished for it like this. You know, no deed goes unpunished is what that one Wicked show says. And we might have just seen proof of that here tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I mean, Batman did get some good shots in on Wario, but, you know, Wario stands victorious.
Yeah, Batman's got nothing to be ashamed about, but we as a company do. We have a hardcore champion to be ashamed of. Look, if we're in the truck, can we get the camera off this disgusting man? All right, and Ben and Burge, we have someone we've never seen before. This is exciting.
Yeah.
It looks like a new addition to the Android family. This is Android 16.
Yeah.
They have nice hair.
They do, and like, you know, like nice eyes. Their shirt looks
green.
But yeah, I'm excited to see.
Like their earring.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of 18 and 17's work here in this company. They're great competitors, especially 17, man who defeated The Undertaker and retired him. And it'll be exciting to have their sibling here too. Maybe we'll have a trio running around the tag circuit here.
Oh yeah.
But also 16, if you're familiar with his work on the Indies in Canada, 16 is a soft-spoken competitor, nature lover. So if 16's out here with something to say, it's probably pretty important.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Android 16, not one for words, but yeah, seems to be getting some time here on the mic.
All right, 16 looking happy to be here to join 17, 18. Let's see what he's gonna say. 16 saying, "Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there." Ben, what is 16 talking about?
I don't. Is it telling a story? It seems to be some sort of soliloquy.
It's strange. I don't. Maybe 16.
I don't believe any of us were trying to cross a border. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess I expected that 16 would come out and talk about how like they're excited to compete, or like how like they're happy to join up with 17, 18. Oh, good. 17's come out to make sense of this. 17 can maybe help correct his brother and say, look, like this is a wrestling show, not a slam poetry thing. So like if you just want to like, you know, come out and talk about normal wrestling things, that'd be cool. So yeah, 17 out, 17 pointing at their sibling, looking like they got something important to say. Let's get this Android fella a microphone. "17 saying, hey, it's great to have you here. I'm really excited. I know 18 is as well, and I know the fans are going to be great. They're going to really be a big fan of you here. But what are you talking about? Like, what are you on about, dude? Like, what?
Everything okay?
Yeah, you doing okay? Did you start writing? I mean, it's pretty good, but like, I'm confused. What's up? How you doing?" 16 saying, "Damn you, Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Ben didn't. Oh no."
Did 16 say Skyrim?
16 saying, "Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, I could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we should be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants." And I think the look on 17's face, it's dawning on him what is dawning on us. Todd Howard got to 16.
Someone give me Todd Howard. I'm gonna smack this son of a bitch.
If you don't remember, Todd Howard wanted to do the dastardly thing of porting Skyrim to Android 17, and 17 beat him in a match so that he couldn't. But then Todd Howard, that sick bastard, must have gone out and done it to 16. 17 is distraught. 17 is broken up over this. His sibling is gone, replaced by another copy of the 5th Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. Ben, what?
Just continuing to just say dialogue from Skyrim.
Oh God, this is hard to watch. Ben and Burge, have you ever seen anything like this?
Not in all my years of watching wrestling have I seen anything quite like this.
Audience, Burge is so disturbed that the judge put their hat over their face. It's too hard to watch this.
This is worse than 9/11.
And to see an android as kind-hearted and peace-loving as 16 turned into this, a violent M-rated video game for capitalistic gain, is just sickening. What has Todd Howard done now?
And 17 just looks so confused, hurt, just doesn't know what to do.
I mean, I think there's been some doubts if androids have emotions. I think we're seeing that plain as day. Android 17 has had their heart broken here tonight. And honestly, mine too.
And now, they have to compete in a match. How do you do that? You find out one of your best friends has been ported, like Skyrim has been ported to him.
Yeah, their consciousness
They've been ported, Chris. They've been ported.
16 got ported.
And now you have to go out and compete in a number one contenders battle royale.
Was this part of this?
There is no 16, only Skyrim.
Was this part of Zayaport Todd Howard's plan all along? Was to rattle 17 enough that 17 couldn't win this battle royal? Was Todd Howard that salty that he was not invited back to this number one contendership battle royal that 17 was, and that 17 beat him a couple weeks ago? Is that how low this man will sink?
That's kind of how it seems. Yes. I can't believe it.
I mean, what? You can't be too surprised. The man gave the world Fallout 76.
Well,
I feel like this is just shocking news. I feel bad that we're not talking about what's about to happen here.
Yes.
I mean, it's a number one contenders match, but it's such shocking news. I mean, I never in my wildest dreams would I imagine or wildest nightmares for that matter, imagine anything like what we just saw. And I don't know how 17 is going to now turn around and compete in this match.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty fair that we're distracted because no wrestling commentator should ever have to talk about how their competitor was taken over by a video game program. That's just something you never anticipate.
I am so distraught. I am stepping out for a second.
I understand, Burge. Take your time.
Don't blame me one bit.
I think I'm going to throw up.
So, as usual, this is the over-the-top rope battle royal to determine the number one contender to the Judge Burge Overruled Championship.
That's my belt.
That's your belt. So, one of these people will be challenging Luigi next week. And, yeah, these matches are always fun. It always shakes up the division. It's kind of actually a division that consistently stays shaken up, which is a fun addition to the show every week.
I gotta tell you, I'm going for Hulk in this one.
Yeah.
Remember, Hulk was robbed of a chance at the Judge Burge title back in August, I believe. And so I like that the Hulk's getting another shot at it here.
Yeah, I am excited for that as well. Hulk is definitely one of the people that could win this. I'm seeing in the chat that one of our fans is playing for Mermaid Man as well.
Nice.
There's a lot of people here that could do some big things tonight, including this debuting superstar, SpongeBob SquarePants, friend of tag team competitor Patrick Starr. Patrick might have helped SpongeBob get a nice little signing bonus showing up here tonight. Look how happy and excited SpongeBob is to be an employee of AHHWS. SpongeBob's going to put the same enthusiasm into his work in the Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation that he did as a loyal employee of the month consistently at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah. I love seeing debuting wrestlers who are so excited to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It reminds me of the joy that this kind of thing can bring to somebody, you know?
It's a dream come true. People work their whole lives in Canada for this. Although it is interesting, when SpongeBob and Mermaid Man come face to face, can SpongeBob fight his hero?
Ooh. I wonder if SpongeBob even knows that Mermaid Man's in this.
Yeah, I don't know how much SpongeBob pays attention to the graphics before they compete.
I mean, I don't know. Is there a screen in the grill position?
I don't know. And the next entrant, a giant W.
Well, that's W for Wumbo.
And there's 17 on the motorcycle, but looking a little not happy, understandably. Then I fear for the safety of the other competitors in this match, not because 17 is a malicious person, but 17 is a very tremendous competitor. And then when you put into the fact that he's got to be shaking mad with what Todd Howard's done to his brother,
Yeah.
17 might injure someone tonight.
Yeah, you gotta think 17's mind is not focused on this match, the task at hand, you know?
I also think like 17's mind might not even be focused on the objective of winning this, the challenge for a title. It might just be, I'm real pissed. I can't get my hands on Todd Howard yet, but I can get my hands on 7 other competitors.
Yeah. Poor SpongeBob is all I can say.
Oh my, yeah, God. As pathetic and porous and dangerous as he. $17 taking his time. Yeah, that is not a happy android. Welcome back, Judge Burge.
I am back.
Yeah, switching spots at the commentary table real quick. And there is the competitor you were talking about earlier. A big factor in the 2018 season of HHWF, the Hulk.
I think big is an understatement when it comes to the Hulk.
I will definitely be pulling for Hulk in this one tonight.
My money is on one of the 2 green men. It'll either be the Hulk or it'll be Shrek.
Shrek definitely a favorite for tonight.
As he should be. Look at this great shot of all the fans.
And from the city of Independence, weighing in at 500 pounds,
500 pounds?
It's a lot different when you're underwater.
Okay. Oh, I get it. It's 500 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes a little more sense. Yeah, Mermaid Man. Second superhero we've seen tonight.
He is. Like I said, he comes from Atlantis. It's got to be a hell of a travel to get from Atlantis to this elementary school in Iowa.
Fans happy to see him though.
He's a legend. Everybody loves him from Mermaid Man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. This will be like, you know, in the history of Mermaid Man's professional wrestling career, this will be like the 14th championship if he can win, if he can, you know, become #1 contender and go on and defeat Luigi.
Which would be amazing. The man has made his name synonymous with the word championship. Anyone who's been a wrestling fan since their childhood knows the name Mermaid Man. We're waiting on our next competitor.
500
he is, Waluigi.
And from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 303 pounds,
Looking,
Waluigi.
not healthy.
The rumor has it that Waluigi once ate 100 mushrooms and just hasn't been the right since.
But coming out to the traditional Wario Brothers music.
Yeah, which is like instantly like hated by association. You gotta imagine that if Waluigi wins this and challenges his counterpart Luigi for the title, that he wants to do the same sick, depraved things to that championship Wario is doing to the Hardcore Championship.
Yeah, we are getting really close to a very dark timeline in AHHWF.
Yeah.
Judy Hopps really. Judy Hopps and Love-Type.
Yep.
The only ones like really holding on to brightness. Here.
Yeah. Let's just hope that the 7 other competitors here get Waluigi out and quick. TNT in the chat with another fun fact. Mermaid Man was wrestling Luthez in bull rope matches before your parents were in diapers. TNT's a great fan because he knows his history.
That he does.
And we're going to find out if he knows the future as well, and if Mermaid Man wins. And who is this?
Drew McIntyre?
And from Tokyo,
Oh, nice! It's
Close
Mr.
enough.
Satan.
at 220 pounds, Mr.
Now, y'all,
Santana.
admittedly an underdog here, but I'm happy to see him nonetheless.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Satan, one of the greatest competitors in the history of this business. I haven't gotten to see him actually in a match yet, but I have heard many great stories.
I heard about these classics, never seen by any human before, but Mr. Satan used to have classic matches with another wrestler named AJ Ryan. And the legend of those matches will live on forever.
Well, maybe it's something in the industry secret then that I maybe shouldn't let you two in on, but I'm gonna smarten you two up. Mr. Satan's a liar. Mr. Satan will tell
Liar, how dare you?
Mr. Satan will tell you that he pinned Cell, and it's just not true.
You put those awful words back in your mouth.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pulled the curtain back that far. I shouldn't have parted the kimono.
I'll unleash the wrath of the legend of AJ Rollins.
And here, the king of Wakanda looking jacked as all fuck. T'Challa. Holy shit!
What a big man.
God damn! I'm honestly in awe.
Yeah.
That is what you call a best picture right there.
Look at that.
Coming in strong off of the Oscar nomination and ready to go for the Judge Burge Championship as well. Even, can you imagine? Like, it's one thing to win the Oscar, but if you win the Judge Burge Championship too?
Yeah, well then you could have a.
One is a high.
Get there, man.
Oh my God. Have the Oscar and the Judge Burge World Championship.
Look, one of them is one of the most prestigious awards you could ever receive being in any form of entertainment, and the other is a stupid gold statue named after a guy named Oscar.
The Oscars would be better if they let the directors have a battle royal. That's why this is like the true way to determine who's best. And here we go, give another shot from last time.
This is the man of the hour.
Does not give a damn about his bad reputation, which is funny because he actually has quite a good reputation here in AHWF. Like, he smells bad, but we don't really care. Like, he's a cool dude. We're all down to party with Shrek.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to come into the ring here and tell everybody this is my swamp.
Yep.
And in an over-the-top rope battle royale. Looking to throw people out of that swamp.
He turned some heads in the last battle royale, especially with, I believe, the entrance we might be seeing soon. Did he or did he not? Yes, there it is. Look at the athleticism on display. What a fun entrance. Shrek is a competitor to keep your eyes on and your nose off of.
And if you follow Shrek on Twitter, earlier he tweeted, "This one is for Donkey."
Nice. I think that might be the extra motivation that it will take to push Shrek forward on this. And 17 going right for it. Like we said, 17's not fucking around after that awful display with 16. He needs to take out some aggression. Spongebob breaking the back of Waluigi, which, like, thank God. Mermaid Man going for 17, Shrek going for Black Panther. Hulk fighting Satan. I think I heard Satan ask Hulk if he could pay him to let him throw him out, but it looks like Hulk said no.
Stop it with your lies. No one believes you.
The action already hot and heavy, as it always is in these battle royals. 8 people.
Oh,
And there goes Mr. Satan. My God.
I think Mr. Satan must have been confused about the rules and was trying to do a flying maneuver to the outside to win.
Hold on.
For all you
Do
Mr.
you really believe me?
For all of you Mr. Satan fans out there, fear not. Mr. Satan is fine. It was a fluke. Mr. Satan says that, someone greased the ropes, which I believe 100%. So many dastardly people in this. But it was probably Waluigi. Waluigi had to have greased the ropes.
Well, I don't know, but Mr. Satan, that was a great 12-second effort. TNT in the chat asks if there's been any women's matches segments on the show. You will see the women in action in the main event here, but first we have this exciting action. 17, big distracted by Todd Howard stuff, missing an aerial maneuver there. Got to get his cybernetic brain back in the game if he wants to win this. Mermaid Man, the oldest competitor, trying to stay in this by scooting under the rope to hide, but 17 is not going to let that happen.
Punches being thrown everywhere.
Yeah. And it's kind of difficult to tell who the crowd is responding to this way with so many people in here at once, but someone is upsetting our fans here tonight. Judge Burge, who do you hope gets to challenge Luigi for the title that bears your name?
Like I was talking earlier with Ben, I would have to go with either Shrek or Hulk here.
Shrek or Hulk? You like the green.
I'm all about the green, fellas.
Oh, Waluigi.
Black Panther eliminated by Hulk. Hulk is 2 eliminations deep now.
And Waluigi eliminated by Mermaid Man.
Thank you, Mermaid Man. You are now my hero as well. We are down to all people that I like. This is a great change of pace.
Yeah, and so Hulk leading in eliminations, but that is not how you win this. It's just about being the last one in.
Yep.
However, Hulk obviously has the size advantage as far as being a difficult competitor to eliminate.
Yeah, if I were them in this match, I would team up on Hulk. But I'm not suggesting that because Hulk's a very nice guy. Mermaid Man a little lost.
And
wow!
Android 17, the power, the strength of Android 17, not to mention the focused rage I think that's going on right now.
Yeah, I think, maybe I should have known better than to think that the guy that defeated The Undertaker, retired The Undertaker, couldn't throw the Hulk, especially, like you said, in the mood he's in. So yeah, that's honestly a big favor in this match out next to 17. And now Shrek's out as well for Mermaid Man. Mermaid Man's an incredibly impressive debut
I told you all, Mermaid Man's a legend.
And Mermaid Man still got it, and teamed up with 17 to get out SpongeBob.
Oh, this is got to be devastating.
Wow.
Back to the sea with you.
Yeah, that's true. Emotionally, your hero teamed up to get you out instead. But look at this all-star final 2. Android 17 versus the legend.
Is Android going to be able to overcome the awful news that he got earlier?
We're going to find out. Mermaid Man fighting back, putting 17 in the corner. Big, old school double axe into the back. Oh, no. Do you think it behooves Mermaid Man to wear slippers in a battle royal, or do you think it's going to make it harder for him?
I mean, the man's been doing this for decades.
That's
He's
true.
found his comfortable attire, and he's won many championships in it. I think you are an idiot for questioning that.
I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
17 and Mermaid Man having a struggle right now.
Yeah, and,
These two men just look at those motions.
and this is telling because we saw how honestly easy 17 made it look to eliminate Hulk and throw him right to the top rope. How strong is Mermaid Man?
A very strong, low center of gravity on Mermaid Man.
Yep.
The man is 500 pounds soaking wet.
And
Dropping 17 with a DDT.
the move that Mermaid Man popularized, the DDT.
Uh-oh, though. 17 right back up.
Swinging
neck breaker. TNT begging his favorite to dog paddle away. I think it might be too late for that. 17 is looking for an elimination here. Is he going to do what he did to Hulk? Is 17 going to overcome this bad news and go for the title? No.
Mermaid Man is still in this. Can he bring it home?
Big drop kick, but Mermaid Man brushes it off. Hooks him. Another DDT coming. There it is.
The move he invented.
Yup. All of wrestling is owed to the lineage of this man. This Mermaid Man. Uh-oh. Oh no. That is the move that retired The Undertaker.
And put out the man who is more legendary than The Undertaker.
He's fighting back. He's still in this. The old man still got it. Wow, yes.
Oh.
Headbutt. The dirtiest player in the game, Mermaid Man. He's trying to find the throat down the
He's going to send him over.
Mermaid Man with the choke slam.
Oh my
He's gonna
God,
do it.
to the
He did
outside,
it.
Mermaid Man wins.
Now, granted, I'm sad for 17 because now he has even more to be upset about. But, like, this isn't really exciting for a returning legend like Mermaid Man.
Yeah, I mean,
What a finish.
I honestly thought we were having a bit of a novelty act, having Mermaid Man come back and be in this match. You know, it's like a fun thing, little history lesson for the fans at home. But Mermaid Man showing that Father Time is on his side.
Yeah, this is incredibly exciting.
I cannot believe at the age of 137, Mermaid Man will be challenging for the Judge Burge Championship.
I mean, you gotta think that Mermaid Man will be the oldest Judge Burge champion ever.
If he can win it.
Yeah, which is gonna be a feat because Mermaid Man next week is gonna have to get through Luigi.
Well, if he can bring the same adrenaline and prowess and skill that he brought tonight.
And slippers.
And slippers. I think he may have a really good shot at winning.
So here we are, folks. We have arrived at our main event for the evening. Judy Hopps, like all of us, watched the incredible Money in the Bank ladder match that 8 women had at Al-An. And 2 competitors in particular caught her attention. Elastigirl and Samus Aran, while neither one of them won, both put in incredible performances. Elastigirl was dominating a lot of the match with her spears and other techniques, and Samus pulled off that crazy ladder stunt, flipping over the top rope and sending her body crashing into someone else laying on a ladder that was draped across the apron and the barricade. Ben, I'll certainly never forget that moment as long as I live.
One of the marquee moments in AHWF.
Absolutely. So, Judy Hopps has set these 2 out from that crowd, put them against each other here tonight in the main event, and the winner of this match is going to get to challenge Judy Hopps next week for the AHWF Women's Championship. Kind of getting another opportunity, another route to the championship. They lost the briefcase, which is being held by Shigo, and you gotta know that even while this match is happening, Judy Hopps is keeping an eye on Shigo. And here you are, Helen Parr. Elastigirl all smiles.
Extra elastic tonight.
Yep. Ready to take on Samus in a match that I'm sure will be a tough one, but a good one. Elastigirl opened a lot of eyes with not only the performance in the ladder match, but in the qualifiers. When Elastigirl took on the person I remember taking on. It was
who could forget?
And here's her opponent. I think it's pretty easy to say the standout of the Money in the Bank ladder match, besides the one that won it, Samus. Who luckily has had some extra time off between shows to recover, considering the damage that she put her own body through in the efforts to win that match.
Yeah, definitely did everything it takes to win, just to not get to the top of the ladder, take that briefcase down.
Yep. And then a match with 8 women, especially HHWF women, who like fight like mad. It's hard to do that. It's hard to make sure you're the one that's in the center of that ring, the top of that ladder, and can pull down the briefcase with no one else there to stop you.
Yeah.
So, nothing against anyone that isn't Shigo, that did not win that match. It's honestly a badge of honor to have survived that match. Let alone to have been one of the standout competitors in it, to be the human highlight reel of it, like Samus was. Hell of an entrance, too, on that Samus. Here we go, main event time.
Who you guys got your money on in this matchup?
I learned my lesson in the qualifiers, and I'm never putting money on anyone again. But, oh, that's who it was. It was that match. It was Elastigirl and Sergeant Calhoun.
Yes, it was.
Yep,
yes,
yeah.
it was.
Brian having to separate these two already.
I think I'm going to have to go with Samus here.
Yeah, I have to go with Samus.
Well, of course you're going to go with Samus. Elastigirl cost you money.
It's not even about that, Burge.
Okay, alright, whatever you say.
It's purely
Liar.
that Samus did a really cool flip onto a ladder.
That's what it is, alright. I'm sure the internet believes that.
TNT on the internet also got Samus. Fun fact. Ben, care to weigh in?
You know, so yeah, like we mentioned, Samus, great showing in the ladder match, okay? But this is a regular match. This is, you know, there's not all this ladder and all this stuff going on, you know? So
although something's going on, Ben, it's Shigo, the women's Money in the Bank holder, making her presence known. I think she maybe thought we forgot about her because she wasn't scheduled on the card tonight, but like, we know you won the briefcase, and we know you're coming for the title. You don't need to do this. You don't need to interrupt the #1 contenders match and attack Elastigirl. Whoa. Well,
and Elastigirl wins by DQ.
Wait a second. So Shigo's master plan was not to attack to harm Elastigirl, but to harm Samus by attacking Elastigirl, giving her the victory. What's Shigo's beef with Samus?
Well, whatever it is, Judge Burge has some judge duties to attend to. So, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I mean, it's been an incredible show, and you know, I guess Elastigirl is taking on Julie Hopps for the belt.
Yeah, but I'm just shaken by how it happened.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't even get to have a match. Shield came out and just planned Elastigirl on her head, and then suddenly she's the #1 contender, which, like, I'm sure Elastigirl doesn't have too much to complain with, but this is not how we do things here.
Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
It's going to be a real interesting show next week.
A lot of questions.
Yeah. Come on back.